Yes. What do you mean by types of here in the types of brand extension? So you come to know. Yes. Hope you understand what is a brand extension. Some new members has added now. Okay. So what is a brand extension? Two things. Okay. Under one brand, under one brand, we are going to promote, or we are going to add different product categories, and under the one brand we are going to promote another brand. We call it as the brand extension. These are the two things we define as a brand extension. Okay, just coming to the types of brand extension. So line extension and category extension. So what is the line extension and what is the category extension is very clearly said. That is a new product targeting new market segment within the product category the parent brand serves. Okay, yes, that is the thing. For example, okay, let me tell you, already there is a established brand called Head and Shoulders. Okay, it's a shampoo. Okay, Head and Shoulders is a established brand. Now what happened here is, you know that different people suffer with different problems. Okay, some people having dandruff, some people having hair fall, some people having um, what is say less amount of hair growth. So some, so what is happening here is some people having dry scalp, some people is having oily scalp. So people need much proteins, etc. and etc. So different customers may be Head and Shoulders, but different customers having different problems. See, if you are focusing only one problem, that is hair fall. So my Head and Shoulders are going to promote only hair fall. So you can reduce your hair fall by using Head and Shoulders. Means the customers who are suffering with a dry scalp, the customers who are suffering with a dandruff, the customers who is having a less hair growth, may chances are there to move to the other products. Okay, then so to retain those customers also, what we are going to do is, so keeping in mind all that, under the Head and Shoulders only, what we are having, so we are going to release a different types of products. Means Head and Shoulders for dry scalp, Head and Shoulders for hair fall, Head and Shoulders for rich proteins, Head and Shoulders for the dandruff, Head and Shoulders for the growth. So what I mean to say here is, these are all the some different types where you are going to target the market segment again. Okay, you are segmenting the market. What do you mean by market segmentation here? So the market, whatever you have, you are not, you don't want to move all these customers into different ways. Okay, you want to cover all these people, so that what we call it as the market segmentation. So for that, this line extension is very, very, very important. Coming to the next one, that is a category extension. The category extension, if you see, so I have already said you that under one brand only, under one brand, he may promote biscuits, he will promote chocolates, he will promote oils, he will promote dresses, he will promote detergents, he will promote soaps, he will promote food items, everything. So that what we call it as the category extension. Category means we are going to change the category of the product, but line extension means the category remains the same. That is, shampoo is same, but what happened here, we are going to different flavors and also different products we are going to release in the same under the product. So that is the difference between a line extension and the category extension. Hope everyone came to so got one idea, understood that. So what is the line extension? So the product will be same, that is the brand will be same, that is Head and Shoulders, under the different segments. Okay, so focusing on the target customers. But what is category? Brand will be this, under this brand there will be different things again. Okay, yes, maybe oils, maybe soaps, maybe detergents, maybe medicines, maybe foods, etc. and etc. So I'll show you in the next slide. So this is the examples for the line extension. What is this example for the line extension? See, Coca-Cola line extension, Head and Shoulders line. So in Coca-Cola, we have an energy drink, energy light, and zero calories, etc. and etc. And also coming to the Head and Shoulders, I already said that some people have a what's it? They are going to focus on the so dry scalp. They are going to focus on the hair fall, then hair growth, etc. and etc. Okay. So what is the category extension examples? Yes, ITC, HUL, all these are the best examples we can say. What is here? See, ITC. So ITC is a Ashirwad. It's a food item. Sunfeast, again, it's a food item, but it's a category of biscuits. We are going to what is say target the what is say children. Okay. Next to Minto. Next, Candyman chocolates, a bingo. Again, it's a eatable one. Will's lifestyle. Yes, John players. So coming to the dress items, Miss players. Uh, Fia Wills, Weevils. So see, if you see, there are different paper craft, paper industries. So what here is they are focusing different categories. ITC is one brand. They are going to focus different things. So that is what we can say. So category extension. Okay. Just coming to the next, this is about what so brand extension. Okay, hope you understood what is a brand extension. Very simple topic. Chances are there asking for your small questions for 5 marks. So what is brand extension? So two things. Okay, you have to keep in mind that that is a line extension as well as the category extension. Line extension means product remains same. That is brand remains same. We are going to change only the product means so based on the target customers. What is the category extension? The brand remains same. The brand will be this. You are going to change the product category and you are going to promote. So that what we call as the brand extension is going moving on. Next very important topic is a very important topic, that is the brand positioning. Okay. Yes, what do you mean by positioning? Okay, we always say that the positioning means you are going to create an image about your product in the customer's mind. We call it as the brand positioning in simple words, in the meaning. Coming to the definition, according to the Philip Kotler, if I want to speak, so according to the Philip Kotler, how he defined a brand positioning is a positioning is the act of designing the company's offer and image so that it occupies a distinct and valuable place in the target customer's mind. Okay. So according to the Philip Kotler, what he defined, what is the positioning of a brand or brand positioning is very simple. See here is the act of designing. See, in any definition, the words are very important. Okay. The words are very important. You have to remind that. So what is that? Positioning is the act, means it's an action of designing the company's offer and image. I already said that. So image or company's offers. What companies offer? Offer here means don't think that as sales offers or any advertisement offers here. Okay. What companies offers means what that company satisfy the customer, what the company satisfy the customer through that product. For example, if I'm using a soap, what I always think is, yes, it has to remove all the what is it, dust particles and everything. I want to look energetic, or I want to look fresh. So something, or some people think that yes, I want to become fair, or some people so smell, order, etc and etc become. So what the companies offer and image so that it occupies a distinct and valuable place. See here, if you see distinct and valuable, what do you mean by distinct? Means a different from one product to the another product. Yes, if I use Santur, if I use Mysore sandal soap, or if I use this, or if I use another product, what will be the difference? What will be the difference? That what we call it as the distinct and valuable place. I already said you that in the last classes, every product or every brand will have a value, not in terms of money, I'm telling. So in terms of ethics. Okay, maybe quality, maybe the quantity, maybe it perform, maybe the behavior. Okay, we always call it as the valuable and that distinct and valuable place in the target customer's mind. Okay, and here why I have used the mind, sorry, why I have used the word called the target customer's mind, so that you have to underline much. So what is the target customer's mind here means to whoever you have targeted. Okay, so to whoever you have targeted, you have to occupy those minds. Okay, because so for whom you are going to promote this product, so they, we call it as the target customer's mind. That what we call it as the brand positioning. Yes, very simple. A positioning is an action of designing what companies offers an image so that it occupies a different and a good place, that is a valuable place in the target customer's mind. We call it as the brand positioning. In simple way, in our layman terms, if I want to say that whatever the position, whatever the image on any product, if you keep in a mindset, we call it as the brand positioning. Okay, if you see the first definition also, so positioning has come to mean the process by which marketers try to create. Okay, so it's an act. So marketers try to create an image or identity in the minds of their target markets. We call it as the brand positioning. See, if I want to speak about some examples. Okay, for example, Colgate. So if you say, if you take the example of Colgate, Colgate always positioned as protective. Yes, if you use Colgate, then what happened? The protective. So the advertisements also will be like that only. Okay, coming to the Patanjali. In the last class, someone has discussed about the Patanjali also. Patanjali can be trusted. Okay, so why it is trusted means, why people keep, yes, it is Ayurvedic, it's organic. So they always in the mindset what they will keep, that is Patanjali. See, whatever the chemicals they are using, we don't know, but still, so the advertisements and the marketers trying to keep the product's image and their identity as it's an organic, it's an organic product. So that is also example for the brand positioning. Coming to the Woodland, so the products which belongs to the Woodland, maybe the bags, maybe the handbags, or maybe sandals, or maybe the shoe, whatever. Okay, chappals, slippers, etc. Whatever the, if we are choosing Woodland means, in your mindset, what is it, sir? It's a tough. Yes, it will be, the product will be the tough and perfect. Okay, tough and perfect for the outdoors. Okay, whenever we are going for outdoors and etc., then these are very perfect, you'll remind. Okay, so that is what. Next one, Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola means always happiness, means the advertisement what they create in the means, we say it's a happiness. Yes, coming to the Axe deodorants, if you see the advertisements of the Axe deodorants, always they focus on the sex appeal. Okay, so coming to the Maggie. Okay, what happy here, Maggie? Maggie is also 1 minute made food, sorry, 2 minutes made food, very fast. Okay, we can make a very fast food. So if you say the cosmetic items, it's a feminine. So what here means, everything is a mindset, it's a brand positioning. So this Apple, it's a brand item. Okay, BMW, it's a quality one, it's a high premium one. Okay, anything, all these comes under the brand positioning. So what is the brand positioning? The image of that product in the customer's mind. And who is going to create this means, by the marketers, by the manufacturers, or the by the, so we should not use the word called manufacturers, we have to use the word, because we are using marketing terms, so we have to use the word called marketers. Who create this image or identity in the customer's mind means, the marketers create that. For what means, yes, they have to identify their product among different products, because there will be, it's an ocean, it's an ocean, so we have to. So that is about the brand positioning. Coming to the next continuation of that, repositioning and depositioning are the two terms will get confused always. Okay, yes, a brand positioning is a positive word. Okay, of course the repositioning and depositioning, I'm not telling, so those are the negative words, but I'm telling that most of the people are confused with these words. What is brand positioning? Brand positioning means you are going to create a, what is this, some identity, some image on any product, or that product by the marketers in the targeted customers mind. Coming to the repositioning, what is the repositioning means? Changing the identity. What do you mean by changing the identity here? Whatever the customers think about their product, okay, so they want to change that, they want to change that. For example, I'll tell you. Okay, what is that? Is a repositioning. Best example is, we can say Maggie. What is the best example for Maggie? So Maggie, you know that 2 years back they have faced a problem that some chemicals are there, and kids are affecting with that. And what this up to that, we identify, we create in our mind, we think that the Maggie can be prepared in 2 minutes. Then after this issue, if you see, their advertisements will be different, that they want to create in such a way that, so we don't have any chemicals, our process will be very good. So they want to change the identity, they want to change the identity. So that what we call it as the brand repositioning. So it's the name itself, it is telling, see here, involves changing the identity of a product, changing the identity of a product relative to the identity of competing products. Okay, in the collective minds of the target market. Okay, yes, you want to change the identity. Means whatever the people think this, whatever the people think this, no, whatever you are thinking is different and competing with the others, so they want to change that. What we call it as the repositioning. Coming to the depositioning. So depositioning means depositioning, yes, removing. Depositioning, positioning, deposition, repositioning. Okay, so depositioning means involves attempting to change the identity of competing products related to the identity to your own product in the collective minds of the target market. Yes. See, what is this? Is indirectly. Okay. So actually, this is an unethical one in the marketing field, but sometimes, in some cases, we don't have some other chances. Okay. We don't have other things. So what we do is we deposition. Okay, we deposition the identity of other products which belongs to our competitors. Okay, what we do is we change the identity of those products. We change the, so this always happens between the, if you observe, this always happens between the Colgate and Pepsodent. Okay, there are some advertisements. If you observe, there are some advertisements between the Colgate and Pepsodent. So in some years back, they have attacked directly also. Okay, but still, what they do is they indirectly attacks, or they they're doing here is they deposition what customers think about this. So what competitors. So we are going to change the things. Okay, so that is what we call it as the depositioning, repositioning, and depositioning. So going on to the next one, very important topics, characteristics of a good brand positioning. So some, it's a recording, someone is writing on this about everything. I will come to know that. Okay, please remove that writings. So characteristics of a good brand positioning. Okay, what do you mean by characteristics of a good brand positioning? Means here, if you see, so we have a figure representation. What customers want, what you have to offer, what competition has to give. So these are very three important while you are designing the brand positioning. Yes, I have already said you that what customers want. Okay. Next, second thing is what you have to offer, what you have to offer, and what competitors has to give. Competition, what competition has to give. Because what do you mean by what competition has to give means, yes, you have to satisfy the customers want. Okay, by offering a different way with your competitors so that you can face the competition. So see, uh, in the three terms, it involves many things. What customers want, yes, that is absolutely for any marketer, that's a very, very, very important one. We have to satisfy the customers want. And second thing is what you have to offer to satisfy the customers. So what you have to offer and which differs from the competitor's product and to involve with the competition. So that's what we call it as the figure representation. And if you see, the interaction of all these three comes under risky. Okay, the interaction of these three comes under the risky. Okay, and that is what, see, now if you observe the figure representation, what customers want and what have to offer is what we say ideal positioning. Okay, what customers want and what have to offer, we come it as the ideal positioning. Next one is what customers want, what competition has to give, we call it as the competitors positioning. Okay, what customers want and also how we have to compete, so that what we call it as the competition positioning. And next one is what you have to offer, what you have to offer and what competition has to give. Okay, don't even think about this, what have to offer and what come, because I have already said that while you are positioning or in the market, customers want is very important. If you ignore that, so what you have to offer and what competition has to give is waste one. So don't ever think these two areas. You have to go with the ideal positioning and competitive positioning, because it's an intersection of all these three. And what are the characteristics of a good brand positioning means, it should be relevant. Whatever the product you are offering, so that should be relevant and clear. You have to be very clear what you are offering to a customer to satisfy their want, and it should be unique from the competitors, and it is a desirable. Desirables means, yes, whatever the customer want plus you have to give. Want plus if you give, that is will be satisfaction to the desirable. And deliverable. Deliverable means whatever you are able to say, okay, yes, that we are going to satisfy this desire, whatever we want to give this, so that has to deliverable, that has to deliver. And here the sixth point is very important, that is a points of difference. What's the points of difference is, there should be some features, there should be some elements, there should be some factors that has to differ, okay, from one product to the another product available in the competitive market. So that what we call it as the points of, you should be very very clear, and you have to do that brand positioning. And recognizable feature, yes, as I already said you that in all some Colgate and also some other examples I already given, like Coca-Cola and also Patanjali, Woodland, Hacks, Maggie, etc. and etc. What we have to do is, it must be recognizable feature. Whatever you want to place, whatever the positioning you want to keep in the customer's mind, that has to have a recognizable feature. And the next one is validated by the customer. Yes, 100% it's true. It has to validated by the customer, means the customer has to validate whatever you are providing. So these are the some characteristics of a good brand positioning. Should be relevant, clear, unique, desirable, points of difference, recognizable feature, and validated by the customer. So moving on to the next slide. Okay, the next slide is a very important one. So approaches to positioning, that is approaches to brand positioning. How you how you want to position any brand in the customer's mind, or how you want to create an image or identity of a brand in the customers, that is target customers mind, means we have many things, okay, we have many things. But if you see the in the figure representation itself, okay, so here in the figure representation itself, if you see, you focus on the customers, you focus on the customers, you focus on the competition, then you will have a brand positioning. uh, if you see, there will be 10 positioning or 10 approaches, 10 strategies, 9 strategies, 7 strategies. No need to confuse all that, okay, just we have a two approaches. So this figure representation is only that, if you keep in the customer's mind and the competitors, then we'll have the ideal positioning as well as the competitive positioning, so which the marketers can survive. So for that, so we are approaching two, we are focusing on two, that is focusing on the consumer and focusing on the competitors. So what do you mean by focusing on the consumer and focusing on the competitors? Coming to the first one, focusing on the consumer means, while you want to position any product or any brand in the targeted customers, first of all we have to focus on the consumer or customer wants, okay, yes, whatever they need, whatever they want, whatever they desire, okay, then we have to focus. So why this focus means, because you, whenever you are designing a product, whenever you are giving a product means, then you are focusing on a consumer only, because you are introducing a product based on the consumer's want plus or desires only. So first approach of the positioning is, the first one is focusing on the consumer. What you have to focus on the consumer means, you have to focus on the consumers, what the customer need, okay. So whatever he needs, you have to give for him as a desire. Yes, he can, if he use this, then he can get this. So you have to focus. And coming to the then, that one only we call it as the ideal positioning. First of all, we have to focus that. First one, we have to focus that. So then we call it as the things. Okay. The next one is focusing on the competitors. What do you mean by focusing on the competitors? Just a minute. Yes. Focusing on the next one is in the approaches to positioning. We are going to focus on both that one, focusing on the consumer. The next one is the focusing on the competitors. Yes, second point is very important one. Yes, along with the focusing on the consumers, we have to focus on the competitors also. Okay, what do you mean by focusing on the competitors means, because we have already discussed in that we should be unique. So what do you mean by unique means, whatever the competitors are offering by their product or by their brand to the consumers, to the customers, then what we have to do is more than that, or differentiate to that product we have to provide to the market. Then only then only we will stand a unique position, or we will have a different position among the competitors. Okay, so that whatever the products available, whatever the brands available in the market, to our product there will be a different position in the customer's mind. Okay, yes, in our competitive market, don't think that only one, two, three, four competitors will be there. Okay, yes, sometimes in some products, okay, there will be hundred of competitors also, but I'm not telling that to focus on all the competitors, because focusing on all the competitors in the market is the toughest task. Okay, so we have to target some competitors based on our product, or based on our product features, based on our target customers again. Okay, so if the target customers are different and the product sometimes will also same. Okay, for example, I'll tell you, soaps, Johnson and Johnson, and take Santur or Lux or anything. See here, the products are same. Soap category, soap, soap. Okay, that is Santur and this is Johnson and Johnson. Now what happened here, but the target customers are different. So for example, if you want to be unique, if you want to release a baby soap, then who will be your competitor is Johnson and Johnson will be your competitor, not Santur or etc and etc. Why? Because your target customers and these target customers are different. So if you are focusing these people, again it's a waste. So you have to focus on the thing. So you should be very careful while you are positioning your product or your brand as a new extension line, anything. Okay, so then what happened here, you have to focus. So that is a different thing you have to keep in mind that. So that is a focusing on so these are the two approaches while you are positioning. So that what we say is focusing on the consumers. Focusing on the consumers means, I already said that you focus on the wants of the consumer. Okay, and desires, whatever they need, you give some plus attributes or some plus features, then the consumer will get satisfied. But coming to the focusing on the competitors, yes, in the market we'll have a many competitors. No need to focus on all the competitors. Selective competitors you take based on your features, based on your product. Then what you have to do is you have to focus on them. How you have to focus on them? What the other competitors are not going to give by their products, what you are giving. Okay, so you should stand alone, you should stand different or unique among these mob or among these competitors. So that's what we call it as the focusing on the competitors. Is coming to here a different one, very important one again. So that is what we say process of brand positioning, or sometimes we also call as the product positioning also. Let us complete this also, very important one. So that is the process of brand or brand positioning is know your target audience. As I already said that while you are positioning brand, you have to concentrate on the target audience. Okay, so identify the product features. Yes, we have already discussed this also. Unique selling propositions. Yes, just now I said that after identifying your product features, okay, whatever the product features you have, and you should have a selling proposition that is unique. Okay, you have to stand among all these competitors a different way. So and know your competitors exactly. Okay, we have to know your competitors. Who are our competitors? There will be 100 people or 100 competitors. Those 100 will not your competitors, because the less sales people, the less unethical people, sorry, the unethical people, and you have to remove all that. Who are your competitors? Know your competitors. Now ways to promote brand. So this is also very different area, that is the different ways to promote brands. Yes, we have advertisements, we have different things, but if you want to promote your brand, what are the ways you have to choose? Okay, then that we have to choose and maintain the position of the brand. Now whatever the ways you want to promote your brand and what is the position you want to give to the customer's mind, that is target customer's mind, you have to maintain that. For example, if you are telling that we are providing we are providing product with a quality one, you have to maintain that. If you are maintaining, yes, by this product you become this, okay, so we are going to give a fairness, yes, you have to maintain that. So whatever the position you are going to promote in the customer's mind, bringing that identity, you have to maintain. So that is very, very, very important. So this is a process of brand positioning. Know your target audience, identify the product features, unique selling propositions. Okay. Next, know your competitors, ways to promote brands and maintain the position of the brand. Okay, so moving on to the next one. So how this brand positioning, see here, so very important one. If I take on the x-axis, I have taken a quality. On the y-axis, I have taken the price, and that price is also high, low. Quality is low and high. Okay, so how you have to, how the people will think about your brands means how the positioning will be here, the like this. Okay, so for example, if your price is low and price is quality, and those are economic brands. What do you mean by economic brand? Means everyone can purchase those brands. Everyone means low customers, medium customers, and a high level customers also can buy. So low price and low quality means, if some people think that if it is a low price means, yes, maximum it will be low quality only. Okay, so that what we call it as the economic brand. So people think that, so these brands are economical. Okay, coming to the bargain brands. What is the bargain brands means? If the price is low, okay, the price is low, but sometimes what they feel is the quality is high. Okay, so then how come, if the quality is high means a bargain brands, people goes, customers goes and bargain. So if they say that this brand, so this product is for 1,000 rupees, then what happened here is, no, we'll purchase, we can give only 800 rupees or 850 rupees or so whatever. So that what we call as a bargain brand. This actually happens in sometimes happens in the what do you say, clothing. Okay, so maximum women knows this. Okay, whatever the saree they go, if they say 4,000, 5,000 also, maximum they will bargain for the low price. Okay, but the quality remains the same. So those brands we call it as the bargain brand. Coming to the next one is cowboy brands. What are those cowboy brands means? Yes, you know, the price will be high. Okay, the price will be high but the low quality. Okay, quality will be low, but if they remain high, cowboy brands means maximum people will not buy this. Okay, so yes, if necessary they buy. Coming to the last one, very, very, very important one is the premium brands. What are those premium brands? Is the quality is high, the quality is high and the price is also high. So then what happened here is, both are high. So then we define them as a premium brands. See, if you see here, low price, low quality, high price, high quality. So this falls, if you see the levels of the customers, low level customers, medium level customers, high level customers, then what happened here is the first one is belongs, that category belongs to the positioning always targets low level customers. Okay, and coming to the next, the positioning always the targeted customers are always high level customers only, because the price will be high, the quality will be high. So the power of purchase is also very important. Coming to the bargain brands and the cowboy brands is, so what happens here is, it's very, very thing. Okay, it always focus on the middle level customers. Okay, so this is the table for the positioning of your brand in the customers. So this is about the brand positioning. So what we have discussed here is in the brand positioning. What is brand positioning? So depositioning and repositioning, and the characteristics and approaches to the positioning, and then